The New York Yankees have reached a new low after getting swept by the Houston Astros in the ALCS. There's a lot to unpack in this video, so before I get into it, welcome to the War Room, a channel where I discuss all things baseball related. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's get straight to it. I want everyone who clicked on this video to imagine something real quick. The date is December 9th, 2017. It's the MLB offseason. General managers, executives, managers, and media are on their way to Orlando, Florida for the annual MLB winter meetings, which take place on the 10th. These meetings have potential to shake up the league since every important member from a team's front office is in attendance. Whether the league wants to admit it or not, the whole point of the winter meetings is to get some action going in the offseason. If you want to make a trade, there's no better time than now. And New York Yankees general manager Brian Cashman realized this. 2017 was a great year for the Yankees, considering nobody really knew what to expect from them heading into the season. I remember there were lots of fans who would be satisfied with them making the playoffs and getting bounced in the first round. But during the season, the team drastically overachieved. They won their wildcard game versus the Minnesota Twins. Then after being down 2-0 in the ALDS versus the heavily favored Cleveland Indians, they shocked everyone, winning 3 games in a row and advancing to the ALCS. In this round, they took the Houston Astros to 7 games, but came up short in the end. And by the way, this team was led by a rookie named Aaron Judge, who just broke the rookie home run record in the regular season. All in all, a very good year, all things considered. You have a young star in the making, young players getting playoff experience, and you proved you're much closer to contending for a World Series than people initially thought. Brian Cashman was one of these people, and he believed this franchise was one big move away from getting that World Series title. So on this day, he pulled off, dare I say, one of the most shocking trades of all time, acquiring National League MVP Giancarlo Stanton from the Miami Marlins. In 2017, Stanton put together one of the best offensive seasons we've ever seen, hitting 59 home runs with 132 RBIs, while batting a very respectable .281. This news sent the baseball world into a frenzy. The Yankees were immediately at the top of the list of World Series favorites for the 2018 season, and the future looked brighter than ever in New York. So how many rings did they win? 0. In fact, since this blockbuster trade, they haven't even made a World Series. This team has underachieved every single year since the Stanton acquisition, but this past week versus the Houston Astros takes the cake for the most embarrassing playoff round I've ever witnessed from this franchise. Game 1 versus the Astros, they lost 4-2, but the headline is the Yankees struck out 17 times to the Astros 2, the biggest differential in the history of an MLB postseason game. In Game 2, they lost 3-2, where Houston's only 3 runs came from an Alex Bregman home run. Later in the game, Aaron Judge flew out to deep right field, which would have given New York the lead had it gone out, but it didn't. Luis Severino said after the game, quote, "Bregman hit it 91 miles per hour, and Judge hit it 106 miles per hour, and it didn't go out. I don't know, they just got lucky." Aaron Boone said after the game, quote, "I think the roof being open kinda killed us." Again, blaming the wind for losing the game. Game 3, Harrison Bader dropped a fly ball, which would have ended the inning. Then the next batter hit a 2-run homer, and Houston eventually won this game 5-0. Bader blamed the crowd noise for the error, saying, quote, "If you have nobody in the stands, it's a routine play." So now the Yankees are down 3-0, and no excuse can help them at this point. And what happens next is so dumb and so stupid that I can't even put it into words. But thankfully, I found this video from Yankees announcer Michael Kay from his radio show, so I'll let this clip explain what went down.
The Yankees have a mental skills coach. He put together a video of the 2004 Red Sox coming back from 0-3 down. How, in baseball God's name, can you be so tone deaf as an organization as if to do that? How can you be that tone deaf? I mean, talk about bad optics. Are you out of your mind? Do you know that I talked to 3 players from the 04 team? They were outraged by the fact that their failure was being used as motivation for the 2022 team. How could you do that? It would be like somebody from Lincoln's family, and you're trying to teach them about shootings in theaters, and you use their dad as an example of how to avoid it. I mean, are you out of your mind?
So yes, the Yankees tried motivating the Yankees by showing the biggest collapse in baseball history, which happened by the Yankees. You can't make it up. This is even more corny considering that in Game 4, they blew a 3-0 lead, lost 6-5, and got swept out of the postseason. A 4-game series that could have not possibly been worse for the Yankees. I'm kind of 50-50 on what the deal is with this team, because I could say they just aren't built to win a World Series, but a team with Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Garrett Cole, and other notable players is certainly capable of doing so. The thing that amazes me the most is how they went to Game 7 of the ALCS in 2017, got better when they acquired Stanton and Cole, but still haven't gotten further than Game 7 of the ALCS since acquiring them, which leads me to believe that Aaron Boone is the problem. Joe Girardi got fired after coaching the team in 2017, and in Boone's 5 years since taking over, he's done nothing with a much better team than Girardi had. It's going to be another long offseason for the fans in New York, and October ends in disappointment once again. But I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. What should the Yankees do to get over this hump and finally return to the World Series? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video, like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.